This is a daikon radish. It's got little hairs on it and stuff. They're usually a lot darker. They look kind of like parsnips in the grocery store. But they're obviously huge. And they have kind of a radish flavor, but it kind of cooks out. I'm going to saute some onions. So, fat, because you can't really saute onions without fat. My onions are sauteed. They're not caramelized, I wouldn't say. This is the daikon radish, cut into cubes, but it's going to give a nice potato-y type texture. It's going to feel like there are actually white potatoes in there. It's got kind of a peppery flavor, but it'll just feel like the soup has pepper in it. So, pretty great. Now go in the carrots. And the broth. This is bone broth. I'm putting 5, 6, 7, 8 organic bone broth cubes in. This is leftover acorn squash, and then I'm going to put some water in there and let it all simmer. Right now it has a very nutty flavor, very much acorn squash soup type flavor, which is really good. But I want it to have a little more chicken flavor, so I'm going to double the chicken broth that I put in there. Sometimes bone broth comes out really strong, and sometimes bone broth comes out pretty weak. So, you know, you just kind of have to wing it. I'm going to put salt in it. I'm going to put thyme in it. Thyme is a basic chicken spice. Lots and lots of chicken recipes have thyme in them. Thyme goes really well with chicken. So, thyme. I'm going to let that simmer for a second, and then we'll decide what goes next. Alright, I'm going to add some more thyme. Yeah, more thyme. Not a whole lot. I'm going to add some garlic. And we're going to let that simmer for a minute. It needs a little bit more salt too. A little bit more salt in there. Okay, I'm not really sure if it needs dill or not. I love dill, so use it a lot. So I'm just going to put a pinch in a spoonful of the soup, which is going to be way too much. But a lot of times if you have too much, you can tell if you want that or not. So dill. Dill kind of adds a sweetness. It's very aromatic. It's really good. Hey, babe.
Hi.